Hi Sagittarius, here's a general look at your solar chart for October 2009. I think this is going to be a progressive sort of a month for you Sagittarius, and there's going to be a shifting going on just after the middle of it. That's a shifting of gears. So yes, anything to do with your group connections, tribal connections, that's to say within your neighborhood, but it can also be like a networking sort of set of connections, or kind of other online kind of connections. That is all of those sorts of things are likely to be highlighted, and also friendships, old and new. Particularly after mid-month, that looks really nice. That looks like a beautiful energy coming in there, and a more light-hearted mood coming in. But as the month kicks off, where you're still going to be preoccupied with deeper issues, pondering things around your material situation, shared resources, taking the long view maybe there, and also being a bit more sensitive, which is a good thing because you can intuit, your perceptions are sharpened, but also on the other hand your emotions can get in the way. There's a tendency for that to be happening up until the 17th, and for those demons and monsters to raise their head as well, I suppose. But it's good because actually you have a couple more weeks now of this transitional phase you've been in for a while now, and just to complete that and to go through the last stage of that before you can completely let it go, and let go aspects maybe of an old scenario that you really don't need anymore and that isn't serving you in any way whatsoever, and getting on with the rest of your life basically. So some of you could be getting some advice on something, some confidential advice or guidance, I suppose. Some of you will be getting guidance from your guardian angel as well this month, I think. I also think that anything to do with your professional side, your public side, you're going to get help there. You'll get some support. You'll be in a favorable position. Yes, you'll have to watch your P's and Q's at times, or really concentrate and work hard in a disciplined kind of a way. But even that phase is changing now as well. But also somebody may notice, so you may get noticed, you may get some kind of promotion, you may get some sort of boost, some sort of leg up. So definitely until the middle of the month, this is very much about presentation. It's not all about presentation, but it's about presentation, and also it's going to be about your reputation as well, and there's a sweet and gentle energy in there that's going to be supportive to you. So maybe you're going to be putting yourself out, you're going to be putting out a more attractive package, and that's not necessarily you personally, or it can be. It can also be something that you produce, or it can literally be your workspace or your study space. It's just that in a public kind of a way, you're more likely to stand out and be noticed, because you'll be making a more appealing impact. I think that I've got that message across now. So in whatever way that means to you, Sagittarius, because of course all of these readings are very, very general, and the impact of the transits can't be judged unless the astrologist sees your personal natal chart. So someone in a position of power, or somebody that you look up to, is likely to put their weight behind you, and that's in a good way. Now from mid-month, social activity is going to be highlighted. You'll be getting a lot more out of these group connections, I think. There again, needing to be consistent as well, but actually enjoying the support, because I think, you know, if you've got to move a mountain, then you'll be getting that support, and that's from mid-month. Great time for you to be launching into a new field of interest from the 17th, when this rather sort of introspective, slower phase is finished. Then you know, the skies will be lightening up and you'll feel more expansive. Influences will be coming in, maybe from abroad, maybe to do with foreign connections or those at a distance. Could be to do with you traveling off somewhere. Definitely good for education, anything around communications, anything. It's quite an idealistic phase actually you're coming into from the 17th, when maybe, you know, you can feel like you've got the green light in this progressive phase you're coming into to make your dreams come true, and there could just be something coming your way which you weren't expecting, but which is going to this is where the guardian angel comes in, I guess, which is going to help you towards that end and to achieve these goals as well that you've been, these dreams that you've been chasing after. So I think you'll be working extra hard starting from the 17th on achieving those ideologies, those ideals of yours, and also, as I say, communications and education, so maybe be writing more. When Saturn moves at the end of the month from this position, Saturn is a female energy in my book anyway, this rather strict disciplinarian energy in your professional area. So maybe you've had, you know, it's been quite strict and maybe limiting for you in how much of yourself you can show to the world for a long time now, particularly since 2007. And you'll have learnt a lot from that, and you'll also have learnt how to take on more responsibility as well, and build step by step towards the end, whatever, you know, whatever that target is for you. But only Sagittarius at the end of the sign will be feeling that at the moment, and also a little bit over November too. But Saturn will start to move away from that position there, and also Sagittarius at the end of the sign will be feeling the plutonic undertow pulling them down, pulling you down into yourself, into your deeper self. And it's a bit like traversing the turbulence of the Narrows before you emerge into the sunlit Broads on the other side, and it really is worth the struggle. After all, are we not here to learn the lessons of our own lives? Nobody else can do that for us, you know. Well, that's what I think anyway. The new moon on the 18th heralds new beginnings and maybe harder work in the area of groups and communities of all kinds. Your clan, your tribe, also with your friendships. That'll be you cultivating people, developing connections, networking, and so on over the weeks to come, and perhaps getting involved in charitable or humanitarian causes, and definitely with something which is unconventional and cutting edge. Well, that's it for October. If you know your rising sign, have a listen to that too.